Shalom. This is Rabbi Markula Kunis and my taste of Torah for Parsha Behaalotcha 5780. How would you like a second chance? For what, you might ask? I'll let you decide. Close your eyes for a moment as I ask. If you could have a free pass card for a second chance or a do-over, what would it be for? Hold on to that thought. I'll return to it in a moment. In this week's Torah portion, the Torah tells us about the very strange law of Pesach Sheni. If a Jew was ritually unclean and therefore not fit to bring the Passover sacrifice, or if one was away on a journey and could not return in time to celebrate Passover, then one is given a second chance a month later on the 14th of Iyar. Passover is a holiday of joy and happiness and love, and if one could not partake of that happiness through no fault of his or her own, God gives him or her another chance. Let me give you an example. Eli Beer, president and founder of United Hatzalah, the unique EMT organization in Israel and America that has saved so many lives, was on a ventilator in an induced coma for more than 30 days with the COVID-19 coronavirus on a visit to Miami. When he miraculously awoke, he asked, "When is Passover?" But Pesach had come and gone. So on the 14th day of Iyar, a month after Passover, Eli celebrated Pesach Sheni with his family, gathered around him in gratitude to God. My friends, sometimes life gives us a second chance at happiness. And when it does, we need to embrace it. Some of us may have hope for a second chance free pass at being better parents to our children. You can get that second chance. How? By openly and honestly expressing regret and becoming the parent now you never were. Some of you may have hope for a second chance with your parents. Did you spurn a mother or a father? Did you rebel or hurt or belittle them? You can wipe the slate clean and get a second chance. Become the child now that you never were. Some of you may have hope for a second chance at your career, business, or profession. Have you failed an assignment, botched up a job, made a bad impression? You can turn things around and begin again. Yes, you can. Despite the economy, you can have a second chance. Some of you may have hope for a second chance to renew a severed relationship. Have you been at all selfish, intolerant, demanding? Have you ruined a good relationship in the past that you now regret? What if you could do it all over again? What if you had a second chance in your marriage? Let me ask you, what would you do differently the second time around? Life is full of missed opportunities. Too often we look back with regret, thinking if only. As Jews, we really do have a second chance. There's Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur wiping out our sins so we can start over again in the new year. And forgiveness is something we can receive at any time, from God or from each other, but we must ask. As the prophet Micah puts it, Ki nafalti kamti, though I am fallen, I shall rise again. A second chance is ours for the asking as husbands and wives, as parents and children, as siblings and friends, as professionals or in business. We can always look forward to a new beginning. As Jews, there are opportunities for greater closeness to God every moment of every day. It's never too late. When I began, I asked you, if you could have a free pass for a second chance or a do-over, what would it be for? You don't need to wait for God to hand you a Pesach Sheni free pass card. You can make the changes now in your life that will make a real difference. So what are you waiting for? Have a great Shabbos.